So I've got two different sets here from Coolife. They did send this to me so I could show you all the features and the differences. So we've got two different sets here. We've got the 20-inch, the 24, and the 28. Now in this review, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and review the smaller versions, those 20-inch, because they are the same as the larger units here. But the one here that's the orange, it is an upgrade to this one over here that's the black and the brown. So let's go ahead and get started. Now at first glance, you're going to think the 20-inch, both 20 inches are fairly similar. Now when you look on the outside, the texture, it looks very similar to that, but there is one slight difference. So this orange one here is actually made of polycarbonate. So it's an upgrade to the ABS that we have over here. Now with the luggage set here that is actually polycarbonate, it is stronger, it's more durable, it's more flexible, but it comes at a little slight higher price tag than the ABS. But I've used the ABS for many, many years and haven't had any problem whatsoever. So that's something just to keep in mind. Also, we're going to go ahead and look at the locks. One thing that's important to know too about luggage, I want good locks, good zippers, and good wheels. So let's go ahead and look at all these. You'll see that the locks are a little bit different here. They both have TSA approved locks, so you can go ahead and secure this up, and the TSA agent actually has a lock that's going to go ahead, or a key that's going to be able to fit both of these. When you want to unlock it, of course you're going to put in your own code. It's 3 digits. And to unlock this one over here, the orange, of course we just pop it open just like that. Now if you'll notice, there is one slight difference here between the two, and that is the position of these YKK zippers here. This actually lies flat, and this is up a little bit, so it's kind of elevated somewhat. But they both have the same type of zippers and pulls on here, which is a YKK, which are very, very good type of zippers here. They're super strong. So another difference is also the dials. You can see here we've got large, easier to read numbers here. Now you can still definitely read these too, but there is a difference between the two. So if that's important to you, that's something you definitely should consider. And then also the handles. They have handles on the top and the side. They're both similar that way. Let me go and turn this way. You can see this handle actually lies more flat. So that can be important when you're trying to get into the overhead compartment. Since these are carry-ons, you want to make sure it's going to fit, because these are going to be checked for size, just to make sure they're not too large to get onto the plane. And you want to make sure everything fits well. So this one sticks out just a little bit more, but still, I've used this size for years and years. I haven't had any problem whatsoever. And then also the handles here. This one is slightly smaller as it does lay flat, but it feels like it almost has some rubber or silicone here on the bottom. So it's kind of comfortable here on the hands. And as you can see, as I pull up, it's going to have a little flex to it. Same thing on this one. This rubber silicone right here is actually a little bit thicker than the upgraded version. So that's good too on your hands. And then as you pull onto it, it's also going to be flexible also. Of course, you got the handles. You can adjust this different heights or push it all the way down. It's nice and smooth. They're both the same height, as you can see. And then another difference here on this upgraded version is it does have this little hook. I'll turn it sideways here, you can see it. So that way, when you're going through the airport, or you haven't anything, maybe some additional bags, you've gone to the store and you want to be able to put them somewhere, you can hang them on this hook, where this one over here, this luggage on the left, does not have them. Now on the bottom side of the brown, the black luggage that we have here, it does have 4 feet, and you'll notice that all the luggage has the feet on here, except this 20-inch over here that is the upgraded version. It does not have the feet, but what it does have is this is actually expandable. It does have this additional zipper that expands. So it's going to give you a little over an inch, like 1.3 inches of additional space. It's going to go ahead and expand, which is 15% additional storage space in here. And this expandable feature is only on the 20-inch. It's not on the 24 or 28. And the older version over here, it's not present on those at all. Now there is a slight difference in the wheels between the upgraded version and the standard version here. You'll see here we've got dual wheels. They're slightly larger than the other ones, but they both ride really smooth. So as I kind of spin it around, there's no resistance on the wheels. They don't kind of hang up at all. They work very, very good here. And then the wheels themselves, they're not hard plastic. They've almost got a little bit of give into them, and it seems like they are made out of maybe rubber. So it's got a little absorbency that when you're traveling on different types of surfaces, whether it's concrete, carpet, tile, you just name it, it's going to give a little bit smoother ride here. Both of them do the same thing. One thing that's definitely important is the zipper. You want it to be nice and smooth. You want these pulls right here to be wide so you can easily grab it. And it goes over these corners really well, which is important also. And the same on these. We've got nice large pulls. These are just nice and smooth also. One thing I want to make sure you understand is that all these features are the same on all the other sizes, the 24s and 28s, except this is expandable, which the others are not. And as I mentioned before, on the back side, these have the feet, these do not. But the 24 and 28, the orange ones, do have the feet. Now this interior is just really nice. I like the material is just all good and thick. Of course, we've got a strap right here to open it up. You're just going to pinch it there. And we've got ABS right here, ABS plastic for the snap right here. And so when you're ready to tighten it up, you can loosen it there, or you're just going to pull on it a little bit and snug your clothes down. On this upper side here, we do have a mesh screen right here, so you can easily see the items that you have in here. Nice, smooth zippers. This actually has two zippers. It goes around these corners really nice and smooth. They don't get hung up. And you kind of get a better view here. Just really good material. It's really well made. I just love the way it all feels. And I'm happy the way that everything's constructed here. Now on this upgraded version, the material I noticed is actually thicker inside here. And it is really nice and soft. Of course, our snap right here, the design is a little bit different, but the function's exactly the same. And when you want to loosen it up, you're just going to pull it forward a little bit. And when you want to tighten it, you're just going to go ahead and pull this back just a little bit. Now, this is a little bit different than the other version. The other version had the see-through mesh bag here, was covering the whole side, but this one's a little bit different. It's kind of like 50-50. So we've still got our mesh right here. We can go ahead and put things in here that we want to be able to see. Nice smooth zippers here. This one, this pocket here is slightly see-through, but it's a little bit opaque. So if you didn't want things to be shown as much, it actually has the same function. We've got the same amount of area here to go ahead and put all our things in, and then we've got two zippers up here too. Smooth zippers right around the corner, no hesitation. And of course the same material all throughout the top and bottom of the luggage. So hopefully you got a lot of information from that. I know this is a little bit long in-depth review, but when you're making a purchase like this and you're spending your hard-earned money, I want to make sure you know what you're going to be getting. And I just want to kind of summarize real quick the differences between the two. So the orange luggage, it is an upgrade. It's polycarbonate cover here, so it's stronger, more flexible. The carry-on, which is your 20-inch, has some additional features that the other ones don't. It is expandable. It didn't have the legs on the bottom compared to the others, which isn't a deal breaker for me at all. But since it's expandable, I really like that. The wheels are definitely upgraded compared to the other version here, because we've got dual wheels. They're slightly larger. The combination's a little easier to read, but that is about the same on the other side too. But I've used Coolife for quite a while. I just recently took a trip through the airport. I went out to Vegas and I had a great time with my luggage. I didn't have any problems whatsoever. It was nice and smooth, and I definitely recommend them. They've been making luggage for quite a while, and as you can see, they're all about the same, but they're going to handle your luggage and get it to your destination nice and safe. Hope you found this review helpful.